Well, good evening, all my Lego heads. It's Caddy here with you tonight, and we have another interesting build. This would be a 3-in-1 set that came out this year, actually. And it's a castle, very reminiscent of the older style castles, only a lot more complicated than I was expecting. Because I haven't thrown it away yet, the box is actually right here, so you can see the deets. 1,426 pieces. And it was only, I believe, 100, so that's actually good value per piece. And, well, let's get a good look at the thing. We'll start with one of the main accessories. It has a constructed dragon. Much of it is based on ball joints, so he is pretty flexible and movable. Nice little glowing eyes. A lot more detail than I would have expected on something like this. But yeah, that's a cool accessory. And then onto the outside of the castle itself. You can see there's a hawk on the perch there. A couple of different knights. Came with two of those. One dude style and one lady style. And nice banners everywhere. Windows, a cool front roof there. And drawbridge, which I will open in just a bit, because there is actually a lock to it, so you can't just open it. On the side here, we have a little bit of a water wheel. Whee! Which does run something on the inside, which we'll get to. Greenery on the outside, always a good thing. Always makes things look more real. Two chickens and a rooster and a target in the back there. A tower with a roof on it. A breakaway wall to, well, there's a dead guy in there. The skeleton. And this side, you can see more just nice wallery. The winch that actually does the opening and closing of the gate. And the thing that stops the gate. There's a little latch there. Pull it up. And the chains will go down. And back to the front. You can see it with the drawbridge open. Now, when I mentioned this was a lot like older castles, I meant that in another interesting way. It's not a static position. As I break a tiny piece. She opens. Also, it is slightly modular in the fact that in the back 2/3 are attached the same way the closure is, so you can snap it off right there, and it has like a little 2-piece worth of bridge still, and the same on the other side. But since we've already seen the outside, might as well see the inside. Now, specifically, it only can go up to a full flat out. It doesn't bend forward any further. But that easily means if you bought 2 of these, you could back-to-back them and snap them together and make one big one. We'll start on this side. That breakaway wall where the skeleton was is a little... I can't get that open with my one finger. A little prison cell. Here he is, Mr. Skellington. There's a little, like, food storage area here. There's a loaf of bread, some apples, some cherries. You can see in the inside of that tower, it's basically just an empty tower, but that's nice. It's a tower. It's actually got a roof on the top of it. Battlements everywhere. Even to the point where they had these little slanty things on the top. Pretty neat. You can see right there's the separation. So this is a back third, so it can be separated right there, taken off. A little free-floating bit here. There is the well with a bucket in it and a frog. Cute and all. The main portion of the front is fairly empty, but it is at least building space, so there's 6x6 sectors in there where you could go in and see things. That, which I'm guessing was supposed to be the chamber pot. And I'm guessing that's supposed to be a roll of toilet paper next to it. But you can get a good look at the, this is the latch system. It's just a stick, but if it falls down on that gear, it keeps the drawbridge from coming back down. And there, drawbridge is basically locked unless you flip that up. And you see the little windows, those slotted windows in the front are really darn cool. They're complex constructions. And over here to this other side, we have a little mouse on the set of stairs going up. We have a suit of armor on a dummy. The other little minifigure, he's down there. Just kind of a dude. Guessing he's supposed to be the blacksmith. It's kind of hard to see with the lighting, but I'll spin the wheel into the side. And once it flips all the way around, it makes the hammer go up and down on the sword on the anvil there. But yeah, there's again, it's hard to get light down in there, but there's a red grating pieces down in there to make for a forge, and some little clips on the side of it. Up one more floor, right directly above the forge, is a small fireplace with a candle on it, and a kind of a throne in the interior room there. All the way to the top, you got a chimney on the sloped roof, and I'm guessing it's supposed to be like a weather vane type crow up there. So that's pretty cool. Now, some of the stuff that really made this more fun is there are a few bigger pieces, like you can see there those 4 wide by 3 tall pieces with the back eaten away of them. There's quite a few of those in here, but that's like the biggest of the wall pieces, and they're not very common throughout the whole system. In fact, most of the wall is very, I should say, built. See, there's gray square pieces there, ins and outs, this whole section, all built in. Many of the sections, when I was getting out the pieces, like, it's supposed to make this section at the top room there, and I don't see enough pieces to make walls out of it. A lot of it's like, these are like 1 by tall 1 yellow pieces there. So a lot of this was interesting construct, because there's not much in line of large pieces involved in much of this. It's really, really stable. I like how they did have some water around it, but not all the way around. Gave an excuse why there's a drawbridge and why there's a water wheel that works. They even put a little tree on the one side here, which is pretty nice. I like that. Lots of little green fiddly bits with little pink flower bits on them, just to accentuate that it's not just dead weight areas. Yeah, it's pretty darn neat. Some of the details, like spin it around here. Sorry, hard to do that with one hand. This front sloping roof, it's long, flat 6 pieces on a board, made so they're adjunctable a little bit. Even these little shieldy type front ends placard on there, and these banners that are constructed on the front. It's really pretty awesome. And this is a 3-in-1. I'm probably never going to construct the other things since I have the box. There's some small pictures of them on the edge here. Let's see, you can make a tower with a trebuchet, or this little kind of medieval town with a windmill. Either which I really find is interesting. And to be fair, there were 2 instruction manuals in this. One which they're both equally thick. One instruction manual says how to build this. The other one shows how to build the other 2 in one book. So that says how exciting those probably are comparatively. But I'm not going to down anybody for wanting to build the other sections. They're just not my plan. But there we are. Close her back up. Turn her back into a castle. We'll drag you back up there. And we have another castle thing. Something I've been really anxious for quite a while, and LEGO really performed here. This was a fun build. It was in 7 building sections, 7 bag sets. And I really felt like each bag set was a valid sit down and enjoy moment. Just long enough to get through, but not so long that I was getting annoyed, like some of the larger modular sets where you open up a bag set, 1 of 3 or 4, and you're in for hours. This was long enough to be bite-size, or you can open up a second set and make it a little less bite-size. So I hope you enjoyed that. And, I actually hope more of you actually got and get this one. It's a really fun set. So, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Hit that little dingly bell for the little dingly bell. Let you know when I post new videos. Who knows? Could be another LEGO set. I am planning on recording a few more of these in the near future and posting them sporadically. And of course, both my Patreon link and my Ko-fi link are in the description box below, both of which are good ways to help support me and my channel and help me make better videos for you, my constructive public. But for now, I will leave you at this. I hope you enjoyed this set, and keep your guard up.